Most black women don't have their shit together. Um, it sounds ignorant, but let me give my own rationalization to this. Like, let me make my, let me support what I say. So bear with me. I'm gonna start off with a little analogy. If you take two brothers, and you put them in the ring, right? One gets pneumonia, one gets the cold. Um, we can both say they're both sick because they got exposed to the same stimulus, which is the rain, right? And we forget this when we talk about black men. Now, I'm not negating the fact that a lot of black men aren't doing much, but I'm trying to prove the point that it's impossible for black women to be ahead of black men, right? Because we come from the same beginnings. We suffer from the same stimulus. You take a brother and a sister who grew up without a father. You put them in a low-income community. The son obviously turns to, well, I'm not going to say obviously, but, more than likely he's going to turn to the street life, right? With the thuggery and the womanizing and the drug dealing and that I don't give a fuck about life mentality. What's going to happen to the chick? She's going to be looking for the father that wasn't there, so she's going to date the wrong type of dudes, and she's going to try to get their attention, so she's going to do whatever it takes, and she wants to be loved, and so she's going to have a baby because she knows that baby's going to love her. So, we can keep going, right? It's the same stimulus. Even though they diverge, they still suffer from the same, lack of a father in the beginning. So if this very fact causes most black males to be messed up, the same has to be said for black women. We're not from two different planets. And the reason why I say this is not to say, oh, well, black women are just fucked up, because it doesn't get us anywhere. But the reason why I talk about it is that if we want to try to fix a solution, we have to understand what's going on first. Like, we're not getting anywhere because I feel like there's this resistance by black women to accept the fact that most of them are fucked up. And I'm not blaming them per se, but you're a product of your environment. End of story. I'm critical of black males because I feel like they should have their shit together. But then it's weird because at the same time I also understand that they're products of the environment. And that's what the outside world doesn't understand. Same thing with black women. Like, when I say most black women don't have their shit together, I'm not saying to put them down. I know they're products of the environment, but I know that, I feel like they do have personal choice. So I'm kind of stuck in the middle. And this shit has plenty of applications. I said it before. Most black women are undateable. This is for the very, for this very reason. It's for the same reason why a black woman's gonna say there's not too many, decent black guys to pick from. I'm not even disagreeing with that. But in closing, you gotta remember, we come from the same limited beginnings. So you can't separate yourself. You can't, just because what happens to the black male is more severe than what happens to the black woman. End the story. End the story. So you think about that. Tell me how you feel. That's just pretty clear. It's impossible for black males to be fucked up, while black females aren't. Because we come from the same fucking beginnings. Alright, take it easy.